Hey, what's happening guys? This is Shukesh, and well, today in this video I'm gonna do a quick speed test in between Vivo V9 and Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Well, of course, it's not fair to compare Vivo V9 and S9 Plus because of the huge price difference. The thing is, Vivo V9 and also Oppo F7 are really unique smartphones. These are camera-centric phones. The camera quality, especially the front camera quality, is actually very close to the flagships. But to keep the price low, Vivo and Oppo had to actually compromise on the processing power. So on the Vivo V9 you are getting Snapdragon 626, whereas you can buy smartphones with Snapdragon 636 at as low as 11,000 rupees. So how bad is the processor and the overall performance of these smartphones? One thing very interesting I want to share with you guys, on the Oppo F7 versus Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus speed test, I was actually quite surprised to see that F7 is actually quite fast, at least on the system and third-party apps. It was even faster than S9 Plus in some cases, but in the gaming department it was not even close. So let's see what happens here. Since Helio P60 is more powerful, more capable than Snapdragon 625, my hopes are not high for Vivo V9. I have no applications running in the background and I've cleared the RAM and the cache memories. All the add-on features are disabled. Let's start with the boot test, which will also close some background processes. Samsung S9 Plus turned off slightly faster than Vivo V9. Now let's power on the devices. Once again, S9 Plus is the winner in the boot test. Now before I compare the app opening times, I want to quickly compare the fingerprint scanners you have at the back of S9 Plus and also Vivo V9. V9 sensor is bigger and easier to find. So let's start and see what happens. Well, as I expected, Vivo V9 seems faster because there is animation on the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus which makes it seem laggy, but it's not. Let's swap hands and try once again. So I cannot really conclude that Vivo V9 is the winner. So what I will do is I will go to the developer options and disable all the animation skills. There you go, developer option is now enabled. Let's see what happens. This will definitely help me to find out the real winner. Well, it seems like Vivo V9 is actually slightly faster than S9 Plus, just few milliseconds faster. So that's really cool. Let's switch hands and try this once again. Yep, Vivo V9 is faster. So in the fingerprint scanner speed test, Vivo V9 beats Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Now since you are not gonna use developer options all the time, I have disabled that, and on the dialer I think once again Vivo V9 was momentarily faster than S9 Plus, and in the camera I think it's a draw. Let's try the preloaded system browsers. Well, it seems like Vivo V9 was slightly faster to respond. Let's open our website. There are no SIM card installed, both are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, and I think S9 Plus and Vivo V9 responded almost at the same time. But as you can see, the video thumbnails appeared on Vivo before the Samsung device. So I will say in the browser it's a draw, or might be Vivo V9 is marginally faster. I will not say better, but slightly faster than S9 Plus's browser. Let me now try some videos, and definitely this time S9 Plus responded quicker. Let me try another video, and once again S9 Plus is faster just by few milliseconds. Next, let's try the system galleries. Well, once again V9 beats S9 Plus, so it's getting really very interesting. Of course, it doesn't mean V9 is more powerful, more capable than S9 Plus. The thing is, the FunTouch OS 4.0 on the Vivo V9 seems snappier than Samsung Experience 9.0 on S9 Plus, at least on the system apps so far. So let's try some third-party apps and of course games to come to the conclusion. On the Photoshop Lightroom application, you have seen that S9 Plus is considerably faster than Vivo. In Photoshop Mix as well, V9 is not even close to S9 Plus. There we have Photoshop Fix. This time Vivo puts up a good fight against the Samsung flagship. Let's try the next one, that is Adobe Photoshop Sketch. And once again S9 Plus is the winner. So looks like except for the system applications, the third-party apps are more responsive, utilizes the power of S9 Plus. It's just the system apps seem slower due to the animations and other factors. There we have few more apps I want to show you. Let's start with Engadget, and once again S9 Plus is the sure winner. Next we have CNET Tech Today, and well, it was very close, but once again S9 is the winner. Next, let me launch the application Epic Geek. As usual, Samsung device is the winner. The CNET application is also faster on the Samsung flagship. So you see, not a single third-party application that can beat S9 Plus. The third-party apps are fully utilizing the amazing power of S9 Plus, which V9 does not have. One thing I have to mention here, at the start of this video I said that Oppo F7 performed really well against S9 Plus, but this time on this Vivo V9 it's not even close. I'm using both F7 and V9 side by side, and I'm telling you guys, F7 is much more snappier, much more capable than V9 in processing power, in RAM management especially. I will talk about that later. Let me now try some games. These are the games I'm gonna try today, so let's start with Temple Run 2. Well, Vivo V9 did not even start loading and S9 Plus is ready. Now you have an idea about this Vivo smartphone, how slow is it compared to a flagship or an ideal smartphone. Let me quickly try rest of the games. There I have Dead Trigger 2 and it's ready on S9 Plus, and there you go, it's also ready on V9. So if you can live with this speed and don't want to spend like $1000 on flagships, you can surely go for this Vivo smartphone only for the camera. Other than that, there is no meaning of buying V9. There are more powerful devices at less price tag. Once again, 6 guns is ready on the Samsung flagship before Vivo V9. In gaming, Oppo F7 also lost to S9 Plus, but the scenario was not as bad as this. There we have Brothers in Arms 3, a very graphics intensive game. The Samsung flagship is ready and V9 is still loading. There you go. One thing I should mention here, the display resolution of S9 Plus is set to Quad HD Plus, that is the highest resolution. Still, S9 Plus is just unbeatable. Next we have Subway Surfers, and we know who is gonna win this. Once again S9 Plus. Let's wait for Vivo to complete. Now Vivo V9 is of course capable of playing all these games I have shown you without any lag or hiccup, but of course the gaming FPS will not be as high as the Samsung flagship. The last game we have here is Pokemon Go. There you go. So this is the end of the speed test, and I am actually somewhat disappointed with the Vivo V9. I expected slightly better performance than this. Oppo F7 is much faster, much better than Vivo V9 surely, in processing power at least, and if you are in a dilemma in between F7 and V9, surely go for F7. Now it's time for the RAM management check. You have 4GB RAM on Vivo V9 and 6GB RAM on S9 Plus. 4GB RAM is of course adequate for a smartphone. Well, some of the applications are gone from the app switcher and more apps are closing. Let's try some apps that are still on the app switcher. There we have Adobe Sketch, and it's not in the RAM of Vivo V9, it's reloading from the start. So I can tell you the RAM management of V9 is really poor. There are several other phones with 4GB RAM and amazing RAM management including F7. So don't get fooled by the 4GB RAM. VIVO V9 has really poor RAM management or multitasking capability. Let me try a few more apps. There we have Amazon India app and once again it's reloading. Let's try the games because all the apps are not in the RAM, and as you can see Temple Run 2 is also restarting on the V9. So how bad is the RAM management on this phone? I don't know really. Let's try most recent applications I have opened. There we have Subway Surfers, which is the second last application. Let's see what happens this time. Well, luckily it's still in the RAM. So the RAM can hold like 1 or 2 games, but if you open multiple applications or a game or two, then all of your app and game progress will be deleted and you have to restart from the beginning. Once again, Brothers in Arms 3 is restarting on the Vivo smartphone. So overall, Vivo V9 performs like a sub 10,000 rupees smartphone, except for the battery and the camera. There is no meaning of buying this Vivo V9. Because of this poor RAM management, the battery is amazingly good on this Vivo smartphone. That's all in this speed test. I hope that this video was enjoyable and also useful. This is Shukesh signing off. Have a nice day guys.